Hey guys, welcome to Techogram. My name is Chirag and today I'm going to teach you how to make class and object in C++. As you know, C++ is an object-oriented programming language. That means that you have to create object to perform any function, and to create an object we need to create the class. What is a class? Class is divided into two parts, data and methods. Data are the members which we are going to define using any data type such as integer and character, and methods are the function. These are simple function like display and anything. So we will take a simple example of student table. Here our members will be student number and name. We are going to get the input from the user and display it on the screen. So our variables will be s number and s name. So let's begin. You have to include two basic files, hashtag include conio.h and hashtag include stdio. This is for C. So for C++ you have to include iostream.h. Now the first rule is, to define a class we have to start with the keyword class, and for class name this is user defined. You can use whatever you want. As our example is student table, we are going to use student. So class student. Now there are two, as I shown, there are two member functions, s number and s name. So we have to define this. We will define this using integer and character data type. So s number is our integer data type. So integer s number and character s name, these are the data members. And s name we have to provide size because it's the integer character type. And now the keyword public. We are writing public because we want to use, we will call this function in the main program. That's why we are using public. We can also use private and protected. So now we will type two functions. First will be the display. First will be the accept. Why void? I have written void here. This void is because this function will not return anything. If it is returning like integer, we will use integer accept, then we will define our function, but it is not returning anything, so void accept. Now the function, we will just simply, because we have to take input from the user, we will just write enter s number, and we will save this in s number. And now see out, this is used for displaying message, enter s. You can write full student, this doesn't matter because it's just a message, and save it in cns name. Now we can close our function. Second, our function will be void display because we want to display all these details which we have got from the user. So it's just the same, see out s number is equal to, and to concat we have to use this s number, and again for s name we have to do the same thing, s name and s name, because we have declared s name, that's why we are using s name here. We can close the function void display. Now we have to close the class student, so we will close it with a close bracket because we have opened a bracket here, and close it with a semicolon. Now we will write a main function here. So main function we have to start with void because it's not written anything, and main. Now we will declare the object. The name of our class is student. So to declare object we have to use this keyword student and just define the object. You can, this is user defined, so you can write whatever you want. You can write a, b, s, whatever. So we will use s because it is student. Now we will use the clear screen just to clear the screen, so we will not get anything mess here. Now we will call the void accept function. To call we have to use the syntax function object name dot function name, which is accept, and to display this detail we will use s because s is our object, dot the spelling which we have used on the display, and close this. And now we will just hold the screen, so get ch, this will hold the screen for output. And now we can close our void main. So to clear this some things up, you can use manipulators, like you can use /n so that this message will be displayed in the next line. Same here, you can do the same thing here, /n, and you do the same thing here. slash n. I think it's okay. Yes. Now we can display here see out. These are the things, these are not mandatory, but just to like input. These are not mandatory, but you can use this. Now we will run the program. There shouldn't be any error. Okay, there is no error. So s number 1, student name CRK, and now we got the display. Here we call the function void accept, and now s number and s name are displayed using void display. So using this you can create class and object. This is just an example program. Thank you. Subscribe for more.